Durante toda a minha vida, eu sabia que eu era uma pessoa diferente, mas eu sempre tentei fazer disso uma diferença própria minha.
My gynecologist told me she had butterfly disease. I was horrified, and my entire world came crashing down.
I first heard that Yavor has EB maybe around 2 hours after he was born. You just can't go and grab him and hold him tight because, if he moves, then he's going to have a wound.
Even minor traumas can create open wounds or blisters. In some ways, that means that it determines much of the choices that you're making, micro choices from how you're cooking a meal to the activities that you choose to do.
I remember being 12 years old and going rollerblading for the first time with my dad. And I had so much fun, but when I took off my skates, I had blisters kind of from my ankle all the way up to my calf, and I never rollerbladed again.
Som barn så blir du fort bevisst din egen annerledeshet. For meg så ble det da veldig viktig å bevise at EB ikke kunne stoppe meg, ikke skulle hindre meg noen ting. Sin embargo, cuando empieza a atravesar la adolescencia, empieza a notar realmente qué es ser diferente. Entonces ya no basta con ser buena amiga, simpática, buena compañera o buena estudiante, sino que eres la persona a la que nadie elige para el baile, por ejemplo.
I go to school with plasters, bandages, and they call me a lot of names. That is really heartbreaking.
Because this disease, I have no friends in my classroom.
I was called blister face across my maths class. I think bullying is quite typical in high schools, at least in South Africa it is.
While my daughter has EB simplex and she's often dismissed and her condition is often overlooked as being not that critical or not that severe, and we're often told that you're so lucky you only have simplex. I'm very much aware that EB simplex is also a complex condition.
If you listen to the doctors, they tell you, well, you're going to have another one, live with it, and you can't do anything about it. And I have a real proof that we can do a lot about it.
بيتهيألي إنه كل ما كنا قادرين إنه إحنا نعمل توعية أكبر حول ماهية مرض انحلال الجلد الفقاعي أو ماهية أن تكون أو شو معنى أنك تكون مصاب بانحلال الجلد الفقاعي، كل ما كنا قادرين إنه إحنا نخلي الناس تهتم بهذا المرض، تتوعى عنه. فبالتالي إحنا بنكون قادرين نأمن جودة حياة أفضل ووصول أشمل لرعاية صحية شاملة لمرضى انحلال الجلد الفقاعي.
E eu descobri que isso realmente é muito importante para a gente divulgar a causa da EB, para a gente divulgar informação de qualidade, porque só assim a gente pode ajudar a combater o preconceito.
I think how to improve the quality of life is very important, including on social contacted and including on physical psychology, and the psychology and the physical is very equal important.
I want to create awareness. I want to be an inspiration for sick people out there, so not to give up in life.
I would say Shrinika is a true warrior who is fighting a battle called EB.
The one thing I'd like to say is that I think there is a lot in you that you have yet to discover. There is a lot of life you have yet to live, a lot of the world that you have yet to see. And there's so much growth that I'm very excited to see in her, to really see the person that she grows into and becomes.
That we try to remember every time we have down moments as parents, with new wounds, new blisters. He is a happy kid, and we don't want our feelings of grown-ups to devastate his life of a happy kid.
Jeg har egentlig vært åpen hele livet mitt, men det å tre inn i Debra-verdenen som en voksen, og begynne å være et forbilde for andre, bidra til kunnskapsformidling. Det har gjort at det føles meningsfullt for meg, selv om jeg har vært gjennom ganske mye.
La necesidad de pertenecer, de participar en esta sociedad, de ser vista, de ser considerada, de amar y de ser amada, es la misma que la de cualquier persona, porque es una necesidad universal. Y esto precisamente es el corazón de esta historia.